My name is Mark Douglas. I'm from the Key of Awesome. It's M-A-R-K-D-O-U-G.
You can't even spell your name. I'm gonna leave that in the clip now.
D-O-U-G-L-A-S.
Hi guys, I'm Lindsay and I'm with Mark. What was your first experience meeting a fan?
The first time I got recognized for being on YouTube, I was having lunch at Panera Bread, and I was actually trying to write another song, and this kid just came up to me and goes, YouTube! And I was like, yeah, because you do the Key of Awesome. I was like, yeah. And he was like, awesome.
Were you really happy after that?
Oh my god, I wanted to stalk him. I kept looking over to see if he was still there.
Where did the idea of the Key of Awesome come from?
Basically came out of, well, I was writing and acting on a channel called Barely Political, which is where the Key of Awesome lives. And we were doing political videos, political comedy. We created the Obama Girl craze.
That's where it came from.
Yeah, and then basically after the last election, it sort of died down, and we sort of accomplished our goal of electing a president. We really didn't have, it was us, yeah, we were responsible for Obama.
He hired you, maybe.
So we were trying to figure out what to do next, because people didn't really care much about political comedy after that on YouTube. So I had written a few songs that we had done during the sort of political years, but songwriting is something that I do, but it's the hardest thing for me to do. I can write sketches much quicker, but I sort of wanted an excuse to force myself to write a song every week. So I said, you know what, if I come up with a show where I tell people I'm going to have a new song every week, then I have to do it. So I just have to, I need deadlines, I need to sort of be pressured into doing things. Like, a big part of my writing process is panic. So if I said I was going to do a show where I had a new song every week, then I would have to. And so that was basically the seed of it. And I just had the idea to just do it maybe in front of a flip cam with a guitar. And the guy who owns Barely Political, who was essentially my boss, said, why don't we do a big blowout video every week? And I was like, I don't know if I can, but I was like, sure, let's try it. And that's pretty much where we started. I don't do it every week anymore because it's too hard, but for the first 10 or so, it was every week, and I learned a lot. And it was original songs at first, and then we started doing parodies, and those blew up. So now we do a lot of parodies, and I still try to get into the original song every time. That was a long answer.
Oh no, it's good. What were you looking to get out of YouTube when you started in it? Was your goal to make a viral video, or a lot of stories I've been hearing is they just posted a video and it built into something bigger?
Well, my story's a little different. I mean, I kind of, basically, Ben Relis created this Obama Girl video, and it became a huge viral hit. And he wanted to start a channel and make similar content after that. You know, he wanted to sort of capitalize on the success of that one big video. So he needed help, and he needed writers. And I was doing stand-up and sketch comedy in New York City, and he knew me as a guy who could write songs and do impressions. So he needed people to sort of help him with this vision. So I kind of came along and realized it was an amazing opportunity, and just gave him every idea I had. Just basically nagged him with every idea I had. Like, what if this happened? What if you know, what if we did a song about political sex scandals? Here it is. I wrote it yesterday. You know, and I just basically harassed him until he hired me full time. And because I was struggling in comedy clubs, but a lot of the things that I was doing in comedy clubs just seemed to fit really well on YouTube.
And that's the best thing that I find about YouTube. In a lot of industries, you have to be a certain way. If you want to work in TV, you have to have this look, you have to have this voice, you have to talk the way they want you to talk. But on YouTube, what makes you successful is that you're yourself.
I think so, yeah. I mean, because first off, I used to just do more I used to think it was okay to just like, I'll just make sketches and pieces of art, I guess. I mean, that's a little highfalutin to call it art, but, and then not really show much of myself. But then once I started sort of inviting the audience in, like, this is where I live, this is my wife, this is my cat, people started to really, you know, get into that, and I had to kind of learn that from other YouTubers. Because really, I didn't really ever have aspirations to be a YouTuber per se. I just really found that YouTube was a great home for what I was already doing. And I mean, I just really wanted to quit my day job.
Yeah, that's gonna be my next question. Is this your only job? A lot of YouTubers, it's their main job, but do any of them do anything else on the side?
This is my main job. You know, in a way that's like I feel ultimately, you know, I have a lot of goals and things that I want to do, but just to be able to do this for a living is kind of like I'm already living the dream to a certain extent. You
can travel wherever you want, do whatever you want, be in control.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's definitely a lot of work, but just the fact that, you know, when I used to be a bellman, which is what I did before this, and I would have to go do comedy shows at night, you know, it was like trying to write comedy and create these things in the margins of my job was really tough, and just the fact that, you know, for the past 4.5 years, I've been able to spend all day doing what I love is just amazing. And it allowed me to get better at what I was doing, because you know you need to spend time on your craft. But just having to write sketches all the time, having to come up with content every week. You know, we used to do 3 videos a week. Now we do 2. But I mean, that's just a lot of stuff to have to come up with, and it really has made me become better at what I do. And just the opportunity to be able to get better at what I do has been amazing. So, you know, I've had, it's great to have your own goals that don't have anything to do necessarily with fame or, I mean, obviously everybody wants.
Everyone wants to be considered successful and be recognized for the hard work that they put in. It's not so much being famous. It's
right, exactly.
getting acknowledged for hard work and being passionate.
Yeah, because when I remember I went to acting school and I was kind of like, my goals were a little muddy. I kind of knew I wanted to be famous, but I wasn't sure about the specifics, you know, and I tried a bunch of different things. I was in some plays, and I realized, you know, I don't love being in plays. If I'm in a good play, it's great.
What's your favorite play you were ever in? Did you ever do musicals?
No, I actually never did musicals
because I like 9 years.
Yeah, I never. You know, it's funny because it seems like I would like musicals because it involves all the things I like to do, but I've just never been a huge fan of musicals. I actually wrote a musical, a Karate Kid musical. So I used to do that.
Can you do a song of it right now?
It was like, there was one that was Mr. Miyagi teaching him how to, it was something like, it was like, Lesson 1, sand the floor. Lesson 2, paint my house.
Wax on, wax
it was
off.
Like, yeah, it was like, pick me up some beer and chips, Daniel son, don't you give me no lip, cause this is how you're gonna learn karate.
I love that. Did you be like, hiya?
Yeah. It was, there was a lot of kicks and stuff, but
yeah. Is there anything else you want to tell the viewers about success, or how about actually, what would you tell the world? If you had one thing to tell the world and you only had 60 seconds to do it, what would you tell them?
I would say, I think Joseph Campbell said it best when he said, follow your bliss and the money will follow. But then my friend Rusty Ward actually had a good joke, which was do what you love and the money will follow, unless you love heroin. Then do what you like.
Well, you heard it. It's 60 seconds or less. Thanks. It was great talking to you.
It's great talking to you.